Welcome to Basically Broadway, where we talk.
Victory.
I forgot it.
You forgot what our intro was.
Welcome to Basically Broadway, where we talk about theater, Broadway, and all that jazz. I'm Emma.
And I'm Sid. Welcome to our first episode. Meet your host.
All right, let's talk about what this podcast is.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about what we're doing here.
What are we doing here, Emma?
This podcast, we're going to talk about our experience as actors, our favorite shows,
How we met.
how we met,
Yay. And then
every single episode.
And then the best part, we're going to have special guests.
Yay!
Yay, every week.
We're also going to give you updates in the world of Broadway.
Yay.
And we're going to talk about your favorite shows. And
Ooh.
shows that you've done.
Fancy.
Let's start with meeting the host. Sydney, how did we meet?
So this is a story that Emma does not remember. I'll try to sum it up because it's a long story. But basically we were in Once Upon a Mattress, and I was like the youngest. And I didn't want to talk to anybody older because I was scared. But one day I was watching the show and Emma came over and she was like, "Hey, can I watch the show with you?" And I was like, "Whoa, she's scary." And I was like, "Of course." And then she was like, "I'm Emma. I'm the older Emma." And I was like, "I'm Sid." And then we talked about other things and that's how we met.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, let's talk about you, Sydney. How long have you been doing
You want to
theater
talk
for?
about me, Emma?
Yeah, no, once in a lifetime.
Once in a
chance.
blue moon. I did a really low-key production of Sound of Music when I was 4. And I was Gretel, and that was my first theater experience. And yeah, I've fell in love with Phantom of the Opera when I was an infant.
Oh.
And it was always my favorite show. What was your theater experience, Emma?
I've been doing theater since I was 10.
Whoa.
My first show was Wizard of Oz, where I played a munchkin.
So cute.
And then I'm in my 9th year right now. I've been doing
Yay.
theater ever since because it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool, and you should do it too if you don't. I don't know how many shows I've done, but
Well, you should try to count.
too
Remember.
Too many. What is your favorite show? Oh God.
My favorite show happens to be, I have two favorite shows. Bear Pop Opera.
Never in my life.
It is an amazing show. And Sydney agrees with me on that.
Sydney agrees, but it's complicated. Yeah, she forced me to listen to that musical, and now I'm corrupted with Bear Pop
With
Opera.
a love for it.
I wouldn't call it a love. More like a forced obsession. And yours is just an obsession. It's an obsession.
Alrighty. Well, Bear Pop Opera is
Okay.
about these two guys, Peter and Jason, and they go to a Catholic boarding school, and they're roommates, and they're secretly boyfriends.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's so good.
It's okay.
It's so good.
It's alright. What's your other favorite show?
Legally Blonde.
Yay! I was in a really crappy production. Why is every show I've been in a crappy production?
I mean,
It's not at school. But I was in a crappy production of Legally Blonde, and I was Paulette we had a whole 2 weeks to rehearse. And it was a hot mess. But I loved it.
yay.
And Emma's gonna be Elwood someday.
One day.
And I'm gonna be Paulette again, I guess. And Paulette is not my thing, but I want to be her again. I need another shot.
You need another shot. You gotta redeem yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. What are your favorite shows, Sydney?
My favorite show of all time is Phantom of the Opera.
What a surprise!
What? Phantom is the best show ever, and everybody thinks it's so basic to have that as a favorite show, but I love it, and it's so good. I have a billion other favorite shows, most of which are the same as yours,
Yeah.
other than Bear.
Bear Pop Opera, you're
No.
tied for first favorite show.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bear Pop Opera is my favorite.
Yeah.
Who needs Phantom of the Opera? I like Bear
So many
Pop.
people are gonna...
Nobody knows what Bear Pop Opera is.
I'm
Emma.
sure some people do.
I feel like I didn't know what Bear Pop Opera was until I was 12. And then I forgot about it, and then you made me realize again.
Yay.
It's
You're
okay.
welcome.
It's alright, I guess.
Shut up.
Wow. What was your first impression of me?
I don't remember.
Good. I'm glad.
I mean, I probably thought you were nice because I went up to you and was
That's
like,
so sweet. Yeah,
let's
you were
watch
like,
a show
"Can
together.
you-" My finger's bleeding.
Yeah, her
I'm
fingers
shifting it so the blood
She had to
flows.
come over to my house because our audio deleted itself. And
And I
what is happening out there?
I don't know, but
That's
I
like-
love it.
We're not very good
Jump scare.
recording conditions.
I walked into
Because
Emma's
we have
house
to
and my
be in-
finger started bleeding.
What is happening?
What's going on?
We're in my room.
I
We used
love
to be
your
in this
house.
nice, soundproof recording room at our school.
I already love your house.
And then the audio deleted itself.
Yeah.
So we're stuck here.
We were gonna skip the assembly, but we chose not to because we're good kids. But it was a crappy assembly anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were talking to us about drugs.
About
this is
drugs.
completely irrelevant to the podcast.
That's what our podcast is. It's just
It's
irrelevant.
completely irrelevant.
We talked about Stockholm Syndrome on the last episode.
No one needs to know about that.
I remember it distinctly.
You're clueless, that's why.
Okay. Oh, do you want to give them a little teaser about, Niall?
Alrighty. So, me and Sydney's second show together was Murder on the Nile.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which
Okay.
they don't know why that's so bad. It's this play about this guy and this girl, and they get married. And then the girl mysteriously dies. And they're all on this boat together with a bunch of different crazy characters. And they gotta solve who killed the girl, Kay Ridgway. That's
Emma.
me.
That's
Hi.
Emma. She's Kay Ridgway. She's a rich brat that dies.
That's debatable. Not the dying part, but the brat part.
She shoved me out of the way because I was like a beggar. And at a rehearsal once, she shoved me, and I flew into the audience, and I landed like halfway into the seats, and our director was like, "Ha!"
Yeah, our director wasn't the nicest person.
Yeah,
We'll get to that
you're
later.
gonna hear about our director so much because she was a witch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jen if you're watching or listening because it's a podcast.
All the characters are really awesome. Like, her uncle's there.
Yeah.
Dr. Besner's there, who we'll
Yeah.
probably talk about.
Yeah, you guys get to meet all these
episode.
people.
Which one? Episode 3.
Yay.
Dr. Besner.
You guys get to meet all these cool people. And we're gonna have a special Murder on the Nile episode.
But this is episode 1, which means it's about us.
Just
So-
me and you. What's your favorite memory from theater? That's so hard. I want to tell the Nile story again.
Oh, God.
So, in Murder on the Nile, Emma, who was Kay Ridgway, had to do a spit take, and she could not get it right. Like, she was, like, not doing it, and our director was getting really mad at her.
The character was mean to me.
She was the hardest on Emma, and she made her cry a lot.
Me and Hannah.
Yeah, but Hannah was older. You were only a little freshman. But anyway, she had to do a spit take, and she wasn't doing it right. So after rehearsal, we were like, we're going to go out to the parking lot, and we're going to take some bottled water in her mouth, and we're going to show her how to do a spit take right. And then Emma left, but we continued doing spit takes, and there was, like, a dance recital there that night, and they were, like, getting wet, because they were, like, walking into the school, and we were just doing spit takes. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite memories from Nile. You'll find out that all the best moments in Nile were the ones where our director wasn't around.
Yeah. My favorite memory from theater. I don't know. That's a really difficult question.
I know, that's also a hard question. Who wrote these?
People usually ask me, like, tell me stories that happened to me that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like,
I do that all the time. I'll be like, remember when this happened? And she's like, no. And I'm like, it was about you.
yeah, there's stories about me that I don't remember.
It's okay.
And they happened, like, a year ago.
Yeah.
Not even.
Or like last week, I'll be like, remember when you told me this? And you're like, I never told you that.
Yeah.
And that's the memory of a fish.
Yeah.
Literally Dory.
So that's why I'm going into the career of acting, where I have to memorize several pages of monologues.
Oh, so what a genius idea.
Yeah. Okay, your top 5 shows that you've done.
Oh, no.
So I've only done 9. So I can do, like, a top 3.
I mean, of course, I'll do top 3 too, because I can't pick 5.
Alright.
I mean, of course, Nile has to be one.
Oh, God.
Because Nile was the most iconic thing I think I've ever done.
It was also one of the most traumatizing
It was,
experiences
we all
ever.
have PTSD. I still have nightmares about, like, her yelling at me, and I, like, wake up
my
and, like,
God.
crying. Yeah, that's bad. Sound of Music has to be in there, because it was the first, and I have so many cool memories. And my director, when I was 4 years old, and she gave me this, like, stone, and she was like, you can use this in all your shows to, like, make you happy. So I did, and I don't know what the third one should be.
Do you still have the stone?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's blue. Fiddler on the Roof was so fun.
I loved Fiddler
I
on the
loved
Roof.
Fiddler. I loved doing all the random, obscure plays that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like Beauchest.
Fiddler on the Roof is not a random...
True. That's a
Obscure
musical, and that's a
play.
musical.
Yeah.
But probably Fiddler, because we had so much fun. Every high school show has been really fun,
Yeah.
because you have friends.
So you have friends.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It depends. Friends, air quotes.
Yeah.
You couldn't see my air quotes. What are your top 3?
Alright, probably Fiddler on the Roof.
Yay.
I like that
It
one.
was so fun. She was Grandma's idol.
And I played Grandma's Idol, you were Ensemble.
Thank you.
Mother.
I was Ensemble Mother. I was a freshman.
Well, I'm gonna talk about how many shows I've done.
Go.
So my first show was
Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz, Splinked, and then I did Suzical the Musical,
Aw, that's so cute.
where I played a cadet. And then I came here to this school. Not here, this is my house.
We're in Emma's house.
And then I did my cabaret.
Yay!
Where I played Ide.
I saw that.
Sister of Side.
I don't... Side.
Cyanide.
Oh, yeah. I saw that show, but I don't remember you.
Well, that's good, because it was terrible.
Oh no, I don't remember that show
I
at
get
all.
really nervous. I had this solo, and I would be like,
That's so
and just
cute.
go in early, so I'd mess everyone up, and everyone's
Oh,
like,
no.
stop. And I'm like, I'm
Aw,
sorry.
You were only in 8th grade, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about my cabaret.
that's okay. You don't have to.
Aw.
And then I did Once Upon a Mattress,
Woohoo, with me.
where I played Princess Number 10.
I was princess number 8, get on my level. I was better.
And then I did Run on the Nile, where I got my first lead, which
Yay.
was Kay Ridgway.
Hey, Rajway.
Broadway.
What? English rich brat of the century. Then she dies in act.
She is a misunderstood,
Lies.
naive girl.
Lies.
She was 25.
You yeeted me into the auditorium, into the audience. Denied my beads.
I didn't want your beads. They weren't even good beads.
They were good. They were Jen's mother's beads.
Also, I told Simon, I said, Simon, give them money.
And then he didn't. I feel
And
like
then
that
he
was just a
didn't.
joke because he was like, no.
Well, he was a bad person.
He did kill.
No, don't spoil the show!
Ah! No, well,
I mean, it's not like it's a musical.
No one's gonna see it ever again.
But the Death on the Nile
Whoa.
is coming out in theaters.
Nobody's gonna see that except us, Emma.
We're the only people in the theaters. It's
Yeah.
just like, what a quality movie. But the first one did well. The Murder on the Orient Express.
In like 1870 what?
No, it came out like last year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it did really well.
Nobody's gonna go see Death on the Nile in theaters.
We are, and that's like 4 people.
That's because we were in it. 4 whole people. No, 5.
Oh, Kira's coming too.
Yay, Kira. Shout out to Kira.
Shout out to
You're
Kira.
my best friend, not Emma.
Not Emma. Alright.
I am currently in your
What's
house.
the biggest mishap you've made
Oh, good lord.
in theater in a production?
I don't want to tell the Nile story. We have a very big Nile mishap.
Oh, God.
It's like the
All
biggest...
of the mishaps happened in Nile.
True. It's the biggest one I think I've ever experienced, but we're going to tell that
I
on the
mean,
Murder on
mine
Nile
wasn't
episode.
my fault.
No. We're going to tell those on the Nile episode, though. The biggest one I've ever done, I'll tell the Legally Blonde story, even though it wasn't my fault. But anyway, in Legally Blonde, we only had, like, 3 boys, and one of them, the lead, got into a car accident about 5 minutes before we had to be on stage. He was there. He was just a little frazzled. But he played, like, a billion parts, and he had to play Kyle, my love interest. And there was a time where he had to walk on, but we were going, and it was his cue, and he didn't walk on. And apparently he had forgotten that he had to be on stage, but then he still had to do a whole costume change. So the girl playing Elle Woods and I were on stage ad-libbing for, I think it was a good 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
Of just straight ad-libbing, and it was so scary, and I hated it. I told Kira, I was like, these are the things in acting that if somebody told you about before you tried it, you wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you don't expect it, but it's so
10
scary.
minutes of just making up an entire
Yeah, she
show.
was like, so how's your dog? And I was like, how's your dog? It was bad. What's your biggest?
Let me think. I don't want to sound like full of myself, but I don't think I've had one besides Nile.
That's good.
Let's think.
That's good if you haven't.
I've stepped on my skirt and like it's almost fallen
Ooh,
off while I
yeah.
was walking. That's because the skirts they always give me are like huge.
I know. We
Like
had a
they're always
picnic
really
under-
long.
We had
and
a picnic
really
under
wide.
your skirt and Fiddler on the Roof. We
Yeah.
had a picnic under
My
her
skirt was so like I don't know how to describe it. Like it had so much like
layer. It
like
was very
fabric
large. Yeah, it was
that
just full.
I was able to spread it out and people were able to sit on it. That one I kept stepping on a lot, and it was just a like.
Remember my stupid shawl that everyone stepped on, and then it
Yeah.
was like so ripped.
Yeah, that was like.
Oh, that was the worst sound in the world. Oh, in Once Upon a Mattress, they like gave us a speech before, and they were like, "Yeah, we just painted the set, so like don't lean up
yeah.
against it." And I had like a white and silver dress, and I was leaning up against it, and I leaned back, and there was paint like all down the front of it, and I was like, "Shoot!"
Oh
It
my
was
God.
opening night, and no one ever really found out because I just kind of like, it was like the second layer of the dress, so I just kind of put the first layer over it. I don't think I've ever told anyone that, but yeah, there
I
was like,
didn't know that.
oh jeez, there was like blue and red and green paint like all over the second layer of my like curtain dress.
We rent those from a Renaissance company.
Whoops. Really?
Yeah, we did.
Mine was like made out of a curtain, so I wasn't too worried about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we rented most of the dresses from a Renaissance
Whoops.
company.
Oh, some of them are still in there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
some
I
of
just
them.
kind of pulled it down and I was like, no one needs to know. There's a little bit of paint missing on the set. Yeah, that was for my first musical in high school. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
I'm never gonna get cast in a show again.
Kelly's gonna hate me forever, and then she like never knew, and I just never told her.
I don't think I finished naming all the shows I've been in.
You were at Sue. No, you got to Nile, and then we went on a tangent.
That's why. And then I did Fiddler, and then I did Super D-Man, and now I'm in Shadowbox. Fiddler, I was Grandma's Idol.
You were.
Super D-Man, which was chaotic.
I loved that show. You'll hear about Black Box next episode.
Yeah!
Woo!
I played the police officer.
She was so funny.
Thank you. And then I'm in the Shadowbox now.
Yay!
And I play Maggie.
Really sad. I can't wait
It
to go
is
see
really
it.
sad.
Sydney is not in Shadowbox.
Every single time we read it, I start crying.
That's so depressing.
Okay, what's your favorite character that you've ever played?
Oh dear. Aw, that makes me so sad. I don't know. Miriam was such a cool adventure.
Okay, well, what show was that?
That was BoJask, the show that I was just in. Miriam was such a weird adventure because she was so different from me. But she was so fun. I got to be a Jewish mother. It was so weird, but it was so fun. And both of my kids were significantly older.
Yeah.
Yeah, one was 3 years older and one was 4 years older.
Nice.
And then my husband was 4 years older too. I was the youngest kid in that show, and I was supposed to be like the oldest lady. But she was such a cool adventure. I loved her. Kind of hated her sometimes, but...
Yeah, you struggled to figure her out.
Thanks, Emma, for calling me out like that.
Yeah.
I remember texting Emma, and I was like, Emma, I don't know what to do with my characters.
I was like, it's not my problem.
I needed advice, and you were like, just go with your gut. And I was like, that doesn't help me at all.
You ended up being really funny.
Thank you.
One of the funniest characters in that show. So.
Good. Yay.
Yay.
My husband was...
He's probably not going to watch
Stevie's
this.
never going to listen to this. I can say whatever
I keep saying watch this, but it's not a video.
I want to just film us sitting here. I took a picture. I just want to film us sitting here talking into Emma's microphone.
Yay.
In her beautiful room.
My beautiful musty room that I started cleaning like 20 minutes
That's
ago.
okay, I don't care. And then I walked into your house and my fingers started bleeding everywhere.
And then your fingers started bleeding. This is getting really repetitive. Let's talk about my favorite character.
What's your favorite character?
Grandma's Idol.
Yay!
Fiddler on the Roof.
That's my favorite you've ever played too.
I think it was the second show. I hit the kid playing Tevya Griffin. I hit him like in the side with the cane.
How?
I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to like fake jab him, and then I accidentally did it, and that's all I thought about.
That's
I was
so funny.
What if that hurt him? Like what?
Yeah.
What if I got it? Like what if I bruised him? Like, I didn't even hit him that hard. I like tapped
Nudged
him.
We watched from backstage while we were waiting with Fruma Sarah, who was on stilts.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. Your Grandma's Idol was iconic.
Thank you.
You're a lot like Grandma's Idol.
Dead.
Dead and old. And kind of grumpy sometimes. You just scream things nonchalantly.
Yeah.
But Grandma's Idol was such a cool adventure to watch you.
Yeah.
To watch you be.
The costume change was very stressful because I had to go backstage.
You had like 20 minutes.
No, I had to change. There was a scene between the dream and then the wedding.
Oh,
and I had to change back into my costume.
That's not long.
And the wrappings took like 5 minutes to put on.
Oh,
so
I
they were all
wasn't there for
tangled
that,
up.
dude. That's scary.
Because you were already in the wings.
Yeah. Oh, that is unfortunate.
So I had to keep the Grandma's Idol skirt under my skirt, which got really warm and then difficult to dance in.
And then you had to run out and hug me.
Yeah, which was
that's why you were always
that was
late.
probably the most emotionally challenging part of it, hugging you.
Wow. Yeah, I got to walk out on stage all by myself for like the first time in high school. And I was like, yay, a wedding. And then I was like, oh my gosh, Emma. And I like held my arms out and sometimes she wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I just have to be like, And then we'd be like, oh my gosh,
that's
Jordan.
Another mishap, I guess. Sometimes I missed my cue.
But that's okay. And then I'd be like, Jordan.
Yeah, so sometimes I would trip on those skirts because I had 2 skirts on. And then I had to run backstage while changing for the bows.
Oh.
So I would be like taking my my vest thing off, the corset vest.
That's so stressful.
I had to be ripping that silently because it was Velcro.
Emma's siblings. I love that.
They're just fighting in the background.
I love it. It's beautiful.
This has been turned into a real crime podcast.
Someone's dying.
we do not know that. Okay, have you ever had to improvise during a show, Sydney?
Yes, I have. That Legally Blonde.
The Legally Blonde thing.
That was probably the biggest. I've missed cues and people have had to improvise because of me. And then I've had to improvise a lot because either someone missed their cue or they skipped a line.
Niall.
We'll tell that story.
Everyone's gonna be like, please just do the Dial episode. We only want to see that.
That's all anyone's gonna want to see.
I think the first show was okay, and then all the other ones were really bad.
Yeah, our director was like, last night was great, but there's this thing called second show slump, so you all need to be careful, and then she, like, cursed it, because then the second show was bad, too.
And then the third show
is when we destroyed the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a story for the Nile episode. When we're all crammed into one tiny room.
What's the musical of the week? I think we already know what I want it to be.
Oh, good lord. We can have the same one.
The musical of the week, Bear Pop Opera.
A bopera.
Yes.
A bop opera.
So, you gotta listen to that, because it's really good. That's your assignment for the week. Next week, you can listen to a different one.
Actually, don't listen to it, because then you'll get
Shut up, Sydney.
Don't listen to it.
Listen to Bear Pop Opera. Also, on YouTube, there is a professional recording of it. Watch the LA one.
Don't.
All the other ones suck.
Don't watch any of them.
I hope no one who's in the other ones.
Don't watch. Oh, damn it, they're not listening. No
one's listening.
No one's listening except, like, one of our friends who's
My mom's listening.
My dad is listening. Yay.
Yay.
Don't watch Bear Pop Opera.
Watch Bear Pop Opera. That's your assignment for the week.
Do you trust me or Emma? Like,
I trust Emma.
I trust Sid.
Vote down below who's better, Emma or Sydney.
Vote in the comments below.
If that's an option.
Beetlejuice the musical is so fun.
It is. That's not the musical of the week, though.
That should be the musical of the week, because no one should listen to Bear Pop Opera.
Alright, it can be... There can be two musicals of the week.
Either
Beetlejuice or Bear Pop Opera. If you don't watch Beetlejuice. Or listen to Beetlejuice.
Don't listen to Bear. Listen
to Bear Pop Opera.
Don't. Listen to Beetlejuice and only Beetlejuice. Because Bear Pop Opera will suck you in and you'll never get out.
Sydney, if this relationship is going to work, we need our listeners to listen to Bear Pop Opera.
Emma's not going to be my friend if I don't like Bear Pop Opera. That's kind of how this is working.
Yeah.
We have a strange relationship.
We have a strange relationship.
As you guys are going to find out. That's alright.
That's alright.
I love her, but she hates me.
That's not true.
That's kind of true. One time I went to put my head on her shoulder and she deliberately moved away and I almost fell over. And it made me really sad.
Our notes say, musical of the week, host or guest recommend a musical, and the host talk about it in the next episode, but not Bear.
I put in parentheses, but not Bear. See, you defied my notes on our document. Emma, you can't do that.
Alright, shut up.
Okay.
But if you guys want to suggest a musical of the week, also write that down below.
No one's watching.
No one's watching at this point.
Watching.
They've given up. Watching!
Listening, because it's a podcast.
This is so chaotic. This is terrible.
I love us. No, I love it.
We have no structure. Alright, what are we going to be doing next episode, Sydney?
Next episode, we have two very, very special guests. Demetrius and Avery.
Yay!
Demetrius is Emma's friend, and Avery's my friend. No, Avery likes you. Demetrius and I have a very strange
They love each other.
We love each other so much. He's the best. And I love him so much. But yeah, they're gonna be on.
Same for me, but not sarcastic.
Oh, okay. Avery, Emma likes you. Demetrius, you're the best. I love him so much. But we're gonna talk about Black Box, and we're gonna talk about Super D-Man. Because all of you were in Super D-Man, and I was not.
Yeah, you're kind of late to the party.
They said that I was
Super D-Man.
They said I was an honorary member of Super D-Man.
Yeah.
All my friends were in that show. Like, no one in Beaujust was my friend.
That's
they were all my friends. I was commenting on how it made it seem like they weren't my friends. I loved them. What? Every time I move, she's like, moves my hand back. I'm sorry that I was fixing my popcorn socks.
Oh my god. I have dinosaur socks.
Yay!
We can also do that. Socks of the week. Right now I'm wearing dinosaur socks.
I'm wearing popcorn
and they
socks.
have little Christmas hats.
Ooh, everybody thinks my socks are french fries, but they're popcorn.
I thought
What is this
fries.
podcast? I love it. No, I love it so much.
Alright, so next episode we're going to be talking about what is Black Box.
Yay.
And we're going to be talking about the shows that we did in Black Box.
Yay.
And we're going to, we'll talk about festival show, because me and
fun.
Demetrius are both in that.
That's so exciting. And Avery and I will sit and watch.
Yay!
Yay! I don't know when it'll be coming out, but it'll be there.
It'll be there eventually. Once we put this one out, we'll do the next one a week later.
Yeah, and then episode 3 is Will. Oh, that is going to be a hot mess.
Will's the best, and he's my best friend ever.
Yay!
That sounded sarcastic, but it's not.
I'm your best friend ever, actually.
That's debatable. We'll have a debate on that. We'll have a whole debate about
Next
that.
episode. No, that's a whole
but
episode.
who's actually my best friend?
That's a whole episode.
Because nobody knows.
No one knows.
It's very confusing.
No, you have a lot of friends.
That's
That's ironic.
We're just talking about how lonely I am. Please be my friend.
Emma needs friends. Please be her friend.
Alright, so we're going to be talking about that next episode.
Yay!
And we'll probably also talk a little bit more about Niall, but not all the way.
Just to get you ready for the Nile episode.
And we're going to be talking about how awesome panda bears are. Thank you for listening.
What? Okay. Bye.
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 Love you.
Bye. Stop the video.
We need to figure out an outro.
We do. It's still recording.
This is an outro for now.
Bye.
Bye.